Good morning everyone. It is a Friday morning. It is the second Friday in January. Got a bit of a tickly throat and I'm on the way to the private studio that I've got. It's called the Transformation Gym, based in Redditch, my hometown, and I'm very excited now because I've actually had my trademark in and I can now set up more sites without any issues with trademarks. Over the years, you wouldn't believe how many trademark issues I've had. I've had a recent run-in with one of the biggest telephony companies on the planet. Random, especially when you work in the fitness industry. I've also had a run-in with other big superstar sports brands, which do like $1 billion plus a year. It's crazy, but that's another subject. Today's video is basically highlighting what it's like in an average day of being a personal trainer. So a lot of people assume that it's a nice glamorous job, that it's something that you can just do quite easily, quite readily, and anyone can do it. Pretty much most people can do it if you're into fitness and you've got the enthusiasm to help others, but the reality of most people sticking it through is very slim. I've been in the industry for 15 years now and I've outlived thousands of trainers. The amount of PTs that come into the industry each and every year is immense, but also the amount of personal trainers who leave the industry is just as immense. And why do most personal trainers leave the industry? It's simple. You're in a people's business, and I had to come to agree with myself a few years back that I'm not going to be liked by everybody, and I'm not going to be everyone's best fan, and vice versa. I've had a few clashes over the years and a few personality clashes at that, and that's because you're dealing with people, the most unpredictable commodity on this planet. And the reality is, you will work random hours all the time, and you've got to be willing to put the hours in to get the work when you first start out. I'm very fortunate now that I've got 5 personal trainers at my studio, and I've got other business ventures that I can afford to be a little bit more choosy now. And I do that for a few reasons. It's not to be an arse, it's more of the fact that I get a lot of inquiries each and every month. I think my record month, I had over 150 inquiries into personal training one year, and last year was mental, and this month is just as crazy. It's January and I've already had about 30 inquiries from all over the Midlands, so it's only what, 10 days in. And the reality is you just can't train everyone. So I'm in a very, very fortunate position now with my career that I can pick and choose the clients that I want, and I do it for a few reasons. One is out of self-respect, but also out of the fact that there's a lot of people with unrealistic expectations out there. I meet them all the time, and some people would say, "Oh well, Gav, it's down to you to try and re-educate people." Well, that's fine, and I accept that. But sometimes when people just don't want to listen, and it doesn't matter how often you tell them that they need to be in it for the long term, not fixate on these short-term quick fix goals, and they just don't want to listen because they keep listening to celebrity culture or some friend who's done a crash diet, I just lose interest. And I did this in a recent video, and I'm not going to rant on, but if you're a personal trainer watching this, this is for you. My number one tip is just get to a point in your career where you can just simply pick and choose the clients that you wish to work with. And again, some people will just see that as harsh. I just see it as good business practice, because if you're going to do this as a full-time career, if you're going to work 6 days a week, it's good to work around people who you get on with, but also listen to your advice. And I find those who listen and I get on with the most get the results. Yeah, I can have a laugh with people. Yes, I can have what we call a bit of banter, but clients first and foremost come to me to transform themselves. So obviously it's important and imperative to fixate on that goal of getting them to achieve what it is they came to me to achieve. So for personal trainers out there as well, getting your marketing right, getting your PR strategy right, getting your social media strategy right, understanding basic accounting and finance is imperative. Understanding cash flow is critical for any business. Knowing how to basically operate in a sensible and a sustainable manner is critical. And when I say sustainable, I mean in a manner where you know that you're going to still be trading in the next 12 months. I've seen so many trainers come in and just drop out, and I've seen a lot of trainers hurting whereby they've taken a lot of money off customers, and suddenly they want to drop out of the industry to do something else because they still haven't got the cash flow, but they're in this stuck position where they still owe money to customers. And I see this all the time. So I've decided to set up a business workshop. It's all about business and helping personal trainers, and I'm also going to release a book at some point this year which is all about how to be a successful trainer. And I know how to be successful as a trainer because in my early 20s I was doing over 70,000 a year. It's all my books, so if the government's watching or if other personal trainers are watching, my books are out there. And last year I did just under $250,000 through different businesses as a fitness professional. So I kind of know what I'm talking about, and I've been in the industry for 15 years now, soon to be 16. I've grown the hair. I've got the receding hairline. But you learn a lot in this industry, and like I say, I've seen a lot of people very quickly come into the industry and leave, and a lot of people burn out. So you've got to make your own rules, live by them, and you've got to work with a decent strategy to make it sustainable, and most importantly, get a decent life from it. It's been hard sometimes over the years. I've starved in my early days, and I've made a number of mistakes, but you live and learn. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to do more hints and tips for personal trainers on my YouTube channel, yeah, make sure to listen out for when my workshops start. Thank you for watching. I'm Gavin Townsend, the Transformation Guru, and I hope you enjoy the content.